Hey, you ordinary anglers, how y'all doing today? This is Mike Quattrone, and we're here to put out a little information and to make a little bit of discussion and let y'all know what kind of goes on in the fishing world. Apparently, up north, there was a muskie tournament trail, and they banned forward-facing sonar. So the discussions being today, I saw, were about the possibility of forward-facing sonar, active target, live scope, any of those things being banned from BASS or Major League Fishing. And honestly, this is my opinion. We have cell phones. It's technology. You can learn the technology and get good at it, like Jacob Wheeler, who uses it. Many fishermen who use it, but it's not always applicable. And if you're flipping in 3 foot of water, it don't mean anything. Ask John Cox. But in other situations, it's appropriate and helpful. And besides, yeah, you could see fish. It don't mean they're gonna bite, right? Matter of fact, one day one of my club members said who had forward-facing sonar, said he threw his lure down, watched that, and watched the fish run off from it. Well, apparently they didn't want that lure. So, you know, it's a tool. The biggest thing for me, and I haven't bought mine yet, but I am going to buy it, and I'm going to get Active Target from Lowrance, is covering, helps you narrow things down. It helps you find fish. It helps you see if you're fishing down an area and you scan out and there's no fish. Why are you there, right? So it helps you with time on the covering water, finding fish. It just it's a sonar, like side scan or anything else. And I mean, if you get your depth finder, your sonar, and you go over a drop and you see white dots or inverted V's, I mean, okay, so you know there's fish there. It's just a little bit more drastic and showing actually live swimming around. But anyway, I honestly think, there's too many pros that are sponsored by either Garmin, Humminbird, or Lowrance, and there's just too much money in it. I really don't feel like, and the deal with the muskie thing was, these two guys apparently had had it, the forward-facing sonar, I think Active Target or whatever, and they hadn't won a tournament or hadn't caught any fish until all of a sudden they came in with 10, and the rest of the field had 2. And so everybody else was kind of upset because they had 10 and they won and they 2. So, I don't know if it wasn't just, people being upset changed the whole thing, which that's kind of wrong in my opinion. But anyway, another thing discussed, pro Jeff Sprague of Willis Point, Texas, had to forfeit a 5th place finish in the 2022 Stage 1 Bass Pro event in West Monroe, Louisiana, for violating Rule 23. the disqualification was announced by Don Rooks, the executive VP and general manager of Major League Fishing. The rule states that Bass Pro Tours are prohibited from intentionally soliciting or intentionally receiving any information pertaining to tournament waters from a non-competitor for the purpose of locating or catching bass. If such information is unintentionally be received from a non-competitor, the angler, the Pro Tour angler must politely ask the non-competitor to cease from divulging the information. So, for people that fish tournaments, BASS opens, you're only allowed to get information once practice starts from a competitor, okay? You can go and you can do your homework, and all that's perfectly legal, but you have to be careful. You know, is there some cheating going on? I don't know if you call it cheating, but it's a rule, and people need to follow the rules. And you know, you can post comments about it, but you know, it always helps, folks, to be sure before you start a tournament's trail to make sure, even if you haven't looked at the rules in a while, to go back over them and just kind of refresh, because it's very important to make sure you don't get DQ'd, disqualified, you know, and you got a live 20 pounds in your live well. Now, that would be very upsetting for someone to have something like that happen, you know. But anyhow, just a short video today, but just wanted to touch base with my ordinary anglers. You might notice on the beginning of the video, I have a new intro. I think it looks pretty cool, and I think you will too. And I'm still working on the website, and you know, it's the summer doldrums. It's here on August 1st, and soon we're going to be getting ready to go to the Red River next month, to the second stop on the Central Division BASS Open on the Red River at Shreveport. And I'm hoping to get to sneak off down there sometime this month and get in a little practice with my fishing partner from Houma, Louisiana, who's fished the Red River before, and get a little time on the water and get a little videoing going on, and also my series for the young anglers or novice fishermen with coming up with soft plastics and Texas rigs and Tokyo rig and the different rigs, and we'll go through that and the different type baits, excuse me, but we'll get that going here in a day or so anyhow. But it's just important to understand rules. I don't think that forward-facing sonar, Active Target or Live Scope or any of them is going to be going away anytime soon. Basically, you know, that's three big companies that sponsor a lot of the elite pros and other pros. So anyway, this is your ordinary angler, like and subscribe, drop a comment. Let's see what y'all's opinions are about forward-facing sonar and knowing the rules. But anyway, y'all have a great day, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye.